Hi, I'm Eva, consultant trichologist, and one of the questions that's been sent in by several different people in fact is that they suffer from an itchy scalp. They don't really see a lot of flaking. They've spent lots of money trying different products and aren't really getting any relief from the itching. What can they do? So our scalp is basically the growing medium for our hair, and it's really important that we keep it balanced and well looked after. So the first thing to do is look at the frequency of washing. Don't forget, your scalp is made of skin just like your face, so you need to keep it well cleansed. That's the first thing. The second thing is, when you have itching, do you also find other things are happening as well? So you may not see flakes falling, they may be sort of sticking into the hair. If you scratch on the scalp and you go in, are you picking? Can you pick like little oily divots out of the scalp? Does it feel hot? Is there a burning sensation? Does it look pink? They're all things to look for as well. And if you were coming to see a trichologist, what we'd be looking at is the colour of the scalp. We'd be looking at what's sitting on the scalp. So is it quite oily? Is it quite dry? Are the flakes yellow? Are the flakes clear? Is there a lot of inflammation? And the most likely conditions that we see, dandruff tends to be flakes that sit in the hair and then don't particularly itch. Seborrheic dermatitis is an imbalance to the scalp where the natural yeast that lives on there gets overactive. It can cause itching, you can get yellowy flakes, you can get plugging in the follicles, you can kind of pick them out. And seborrheic dermatitis is an inflammatory condition, and it can be triggered by lots of things. So it can be triggered by stress, certain food groups such as really highly spiced foods or dairy, wine can trigger it, unfortunately. Change of the seasons is a big trigger for seborrheic dermatitis, particularly moving from autumn into winter when that humidity changes. So it could be a seborrheic dermatitis. Psoriasis can be incredibly itchy, and with psoriasis you don't get flaking, you get plaques of skin, so thickened areas of skin that sit on the scalp, and you'll feel them. Ideally, it's best to go and get a consultation and an accurate diagnosis for what the condition is. But what you're looking for, if that isn't something you want to do, is you're looking for active ingredients that are going to really, really work. And my go-to in clinic product is actually this. It's a shampoo called Juniper Therapy. It's got cade oil in there and a fabulous pharmaceutical called pyroxenolamine. It's also got a brilliant botanical base, and the mix of it together will help to reduce the yeast, if it's the yeast that's causing the problem. It will remove the flaking and the excess skin cells, and it will calm the itching. And ideally you want to be using it every day or every other day, because what you don't want to happen is to wash your hair one day and the active ingredients clean the scalp, and then you leave it for several days because you're going to get that build up again and the product's only going to take them off. What you want to do is take them off and keep them off, so using it on a regular basis is what I would advise. And the active ingredients that are in here that are really great are the cade oil and the pyroxenolamine. So if you've struggled with other products, I definitely recommend trying Juniper Therapy. It can be an absolute game changer for itchy, aggravated scalps.